Hey there, Taurus. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Guys, I know this October reading, I try to get them out as close to the beginning of the month. Granted, it's only the 4th, but still, I was hoping to get them out sooner. But if you haven't watched yesterday's weekly reading, it's been a crazy couple of days. So I'm just going to say this real quick. Keep everybody in the loop, and I'm going to add this to the about section of the page as well, and the description box. So I have a store, right, storefront, and I'm closing that down to move everything to online sales. So it's been, I've got a place full of stuff, so I'm trying to transition in between. It's kind of like crossing the threshold of like closing one thing and working on others. So please just be patient. I appreciate you. The consistency of the videos are gonna definitely be much better as we move forward, because I will have more time to do those things, right? So just thank you for your patience. For those of you who have donated, like, subscribed to the channel, commented, booked personal readings as well, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you so very much. So thank you for that. So Taurus, this is going to be your October 2023 reading. This will be for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus. Cross Watcher, if that is you, welcome to the channel as well. And guys, discern the messages always. Remember, not everything is meant for you. You'll complicate things if you add things that don't make sense, right? So use common sense. All right, Taurus. So intuitively, what I got before I opened up this video for you guys, it's almost like you're taking a step back from something right now. But I also will say to you, the interesting thing is I feel like memories of the past is what Spirit gave me are beginning to haunt you or come up to the surface right now. And this could be part of this eclipse. It's to clear, resolve anything karmic as well. So you may be finding that your thoughts are maybe carrying you away into things that you really didn't want to think about or address at this time. But it could be bringing you almost to the feeling of like you feel like your knees are buckling. So, our knees buckle and bring us to the floor of prayer and hey, God have mercy kind of thing. It changes things for us, right? So we're going to dive into the cards and see what comes up for you guys. But that intuitively is what I picked up on before I opened this up. There may be a little bit of nervous energy around you guys too. I didn't have that until I sat down here to do your reading. And what I just got too was there's a you and there's the us. So it's like positive expectations. It's so funny how these readings overlap. Like I pull cards. I have cards for the signs, and I let Spirit guide me by what comes out next. Feel intuitively led to do that. And I just did Capricorn's reading, and this positive expectations came out with theirs, and here it is for you guys. Like, and I seen this happen in the readings yesterday. If you went through, watched any of those, like you can see how they were overlapping with one another. Very, very interesting energy. So, and I'm going to say this too. There's another guy on YouTube, Steve's Love Tarot, I think is how it's titled. And in his readings, he's very unique. I love him. He's funny as hell. But he does the readings for all the signs, like card by card, and they tend to overlap, which just as I said that, it made me think about that actually, kind of like a realization to it in the moment. But anyhow, so shout out to him. He's pretty cool. I like him. But Capricorn had this positive expectations. It's sitting with yours. I feel like the signs based on the element alone, whether it's water, fire, earth, air, you guys all tend to be going through some of the same things right now. It's kind of like an adjustment period is how this feels to me as well. But so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You may have Capricorn placement in your chart as well that's prominent. So let's see. I feel like there's a mental battle, Taurus, between having positive expectations and where it's actually led you, or what doubts or fears are popping up in regards to the same. So let's see here. What else for Taurus? I'm going to put that one back in there. For Taurus, please, Spirit. What does Taurus need to know in the month? There we go. Higher consciousness. This is meant to body movement. If you guys haven't been making a lot of body movement, time to get your asses in gear would be the best way to put that, I do believe. Higher consciousness. Spirit. I'm going to tell you, as a Scorpio, right? And I use these things as the example to help you guys understand 4, 5, 6, right? It's an ascension. But I'm so familiar with Taurus energy. It's just mind-blowing to me. But anyways, we are the polar opposite, right? I will tell you that it may feel to you like you're living in some alternate reality right now, or alternate universe of mixing it with 3D, or trying to understand what is happening around you at this time. This higher consciousness card speaks to me in the ethereal realm, in the dream world. It could be lucid dreaming, prophetic dreams, maybe seeing things, hearing things. Your intuition may be really screaming at you at this time as well. They're also bringing up going out and looking at the stars at night too. It's like you could be looking to the universe for mass signs and symbols and synchronicities to show you the way forward, because I feel like there's a burning question, a burning desire within you with this positive expectation. God Almighty, cannot talk. That is like, show me the way. Show me what I'm supposed to do. And I talked about being on your knees, right? Same kind of energy. It's like being on our knees, saying, God, like, I don't know what it is. Angels, I don't know what, ancestors, whatever you put your faith into, right? Like, what comes next? And there's also, I'm hearing the word her. So masculines, you know, however you define yourself, which is, you know, your business. Her. Like, there may be a very specific person that you relate to this particular situation, or what it is that's coming through, what has brought you to your knees to need to understand something. Taurus, I'm going to tell you, this energy from Capricorns. Capricorn is very much about them. This is very much about you, but this is in like a higher realm of awareness. It's a very deep message that I really wasn't anticipating, but this is also about unity. This us, this her. There's like, you know, if you were dealing with somebody that was close to you, or you let in that was close to you, there could be, this could be karmic stuff that's coming to the surface. This is something in this, or in this certain situation was meant to call an awareness within you. And for some of you, this could be 2 years old. For some of you, this could be 2 months old. 2s are very prevalent here as well. 4 being about your foundations, 5 being about, and 4, 5, 6, it just brought me back to that as I'm looking at this. That 5 is about the change that it was supposed to invoke, and that 6 is karmic. So, very specific message here, Taurus. Very important message. Probably one of the most important messages I've probably ever put out to you guys here on the channel. So, this runs very deep. Like, I'm like cold sweating. Like, some of you could be happy, you know, waking up in cold sweats. Like, could be dreams, visions, talking about that haunting of the past too. It's like you could be playing out scenarios in your dreams in regards to this person. You could be connecting with this person, or trying to connect with this person in the dream realm, or in like lucid dreaming, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. Astral projection as well. There could be, you know, a trying to reach this person even telepathically, trying to send subliminal messages to this person, or vice versa. So very, very intense energy, Taurus. Let's see, an expansion. Spirit is saying that you just don't know which way to go with this. This hair, oh my God. You guys probably laugh at me every single day. I'm always a mess. All right, anyhow, for Taurus, please, Spirit, surrender. You may be trying to hang on to control. At some point, you may have already raised this white flag, going like, I just want peace. I need to find the relief in this situation that is exhausting me. It's wearing me out, and I'm trying to, and I don't know how to get there. You know, this positive expectations. She's on her knees as well. Before I even, you know, pulled that card, I said to you, it's like kind of bringing you to your knees. But it's like allowing any relief that comes in. There's also the awareness of what this was meant to teach you in this karmic cycle. And it's time. It's time. It's like you may have to reconcile yourself to feelings of the past, holding on to the things that bring you comfort, but also sit with those situations, anything that was painful, because they're trying to show you something. Compassion and protect. For some of you, this, and then there's connect. There you go. Connecting to another person, paying attention to the signs that are coming through, trying to check in, manifest your way back in. Like there's a desire within this to reconnect to something, right? And I want to say that you may not have any contact with this person. This person may have blocked you. You may have blocked them, or there may be minimal contact as well. This protect and compassion, like to me, one, spirit is guiding you and protecting you, whether you know this or not at this point. They're trying to show you the boundaries in your life that are going to be important for you to create space of protection for yourself, but also in the sense that it's like it's trying to stop an upheaval from the past from occurring. I'm going to say again, this compassion, for some of you, this may be related to a mother figure in your life or some divine feminine energy as well, where it was asking, it's almost like you were calling on that person, or without even realizing that you were doing it, for a space of compassion, for them to give to you something that you felt you didn't have. And what I'm hearing from spirit too is, you as a Taurus, I will give you protection if you give me compassion. Give me the love and I'll give you the protection. So this is like a duality of needing to be loved, desiring to be loved, being protected, offering something in return for that compassion. And then I will say too, where you may have lacked compassion, Taurus, you have to ask yourself, have I been a bully in a situation? Have I been a horrible friend in a situation? Have I been cold-hearted in a situation? Have I tried to control and handle every single thing without even realizing it, and taking that away from another person? And again, Taurus, this could be you dealing with somebody else, or this is where they're coming in at somehow to that degree. But this is, it feels so overwhelming to me. But it's like, what I'm also hearing from spirit is, you were supposed to have my back. So you have to ask yourself, it's going to fit into each one of your lives differently, but that's what I'm hearing. Very, very intense message, Taurus. Very intense. All right, let's get some past, present, and future energy on what this is. Some of you could be seeking therapy at this time as well, trying to get others' perspectives on what it is that you're dealing with. Finding more meaningful ways to help you cope with whatever this is that's coming to the surface right now. Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, wanting and desiring your wish fulfillment. Some of you, I would say too, even though I don't see the devil, any inclination of that so far, is to be careful with how careless you're being. That Knight of Wands lately has been giving me this careless energy, 1313. That is of the Death card, transformation and change. That is also of Scorpio. You guys are just very much linked to Scorpio energy because they're polar opposites. Seven of Swords in the past. Ducking, I'm hearing ducking and running. Light being shown on something. Somebody could have tried to get away with something and getting out of kind of like the hot seat as well. There could have been a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements around a particular situation too. The World card. Karma, right? Completion. Bringing things to an end. Taurus, there you are, along with Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius as well. This is crossing over into, again, I get that feeling of that dream realm, like crossing over, crossing that threshold, trying to, Spirit is saying resubmit, but then yet submission, creating submission. Let's see, Two of Wands. Yeah, they could, as I said, they could have blocked you or something. There could be a distance between you and this person as well. This Eight of Swords is like, not knowing what to do. That self-imposed restriction, right? That's the Eight of Swords in its totality. That self-imposed restriction. It's our thoughts keeping us up. It's our thoughts ruling every single thing that we're dealing with. That Eight is not allowing yourself to put in the work to move past this space and time that has created this upheaval, or not being willing to release yourself from this. And you know, that Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords combination there, to me, is like, you know, in both of these scenes, you've got these ravens, and in one, you know, she's being plucked apart internally, right? It's plucking the situation apart internally. Seven of Swords is, you know, ducking and running. It's getting out while the getting's good. It's can be lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating. But the moonlight sheds thought on that, right? Like nothing that's done in the dark, it always comes to light. And that's kind of what this is. But the World card is asking for completion. But I also feel like there's this longing and waiting of what is to come or what it is that you need to do. Because I feel like there's just this massive pause right now, Taurus. So with this World card, I really want to see what comes out with it, because it's going to be, you know, the world is a positive change, right? It's the completion. It's the end of a cycle. But with this Two of Wands sitting beside it, it's like, it's a longing. It really feels like a longing of like, okay, I'm stuck. Now what? I want something more, but now what? So there's the Seven of Swords for Taurus. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You'll be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, more so Pisces energy there, or Scorpio energy there. Knight of Swords in the upright. And what is this Two of Wands? Spirit of Two of Wands. Two of Wands for Taurus. Two of Wands for Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. The High Priestess. I'm telling you, the ethereal realm of the Five of Swords. I feel like you feel there's parts or pieces to something that you're not being informed of. You just don't know, right? You just don't know, because it's like when the Seven of Swords occurred, this duck and run, this hiding, this, you know, off into the night kind of energy. A Queen of Cups in the reverse, right? She lacks all emotionality. Like you may feel like somebody was lacking emotions or understanding for a situation, that they acted out of self, right? Self-fulfilling kind of energy as well. It feels submersive to who you are. It's like pushing, the weight of the water is pushing you down, is how that feels to me. This Knight of Swords, the world, like again, this is that going after, you know, he's making fast movement to go on, to move forward, to chase after what it is. He can also be a messenger as well, right? It's, to me, in this particular deck that he's chasing down a dream or an idea, a thought, a process. That Two of Wands is like maybe feeling like you hit that roadblock, right? Like now I don't know what to do, don't know how to deal with this. And that Queen of Pentacles energy there is like, I feel like, Taurus, you're trying to make yourself feel good, or you also, for some of you too, a couple messages, some of you are just trying to turn a blind eye almost to the past, but yet it's like you're still in it. You're still living at 1818 on the clock there. In the same breath, for some of you, this could be you seeing another person being in this Queen of Pentacles energy, sturdy, stable. Again, divine feminine, doesn't have to be though, right? Tarot, it doesn't really matter in gender. It's all about energy. But you could be seeing them up leveling at this time, and it's like, but what about, I'm hearing, what about me? Right? So you could be feeling like you've been left behind in a situation as well as this world, you know, as the world turns, right? So what is this Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, please, Spirit? What is this? Two of Swords, yeah. Like, I feel like whatever this situation was in the past, Taurus, left you very confused. And Two of Swords, again, being like pecked to death with the thoughts and the choices of, did this person make good choices? Did I make good choices? How can I not see? How couldn't see? It's almost like blaming yourself for something you weren't, you know, you maybe thought was fair and balanced. And it feels bare now, is that word tried to come out of my mouth. But you're starting, at this point, you were starting to release yourself, or trying to release yourself from these thoughts. There's a whole lot of mental energy here. And all of it is very confusing. It's always like sabotaging and then running from it. Sabotaging and running from it. So you could be dealing with, or you could be a runner-chaser dynamic, which Again, ironically enough, I said about Steve's tarot, and he talks about that runner-chaser dynamic all the time. And this could be it. This could be very much that karmic partner that you were dealing with. They were, again, meant to show you something. I feel like you guys had so many scars all over you to begin with. And this was just like, well, take one more for the team. Is how this feels from the past. It's dry. It's abrasive. Like, I'll just take one more scar for the team. Like, what the hell? Like, I've already had so many given to me. You know, look at me. What's one more? But yet it hurt. It cut deep. So this world and the the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. The world and the Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Again, more, you know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini there. You could be dealing with one of those signs as well. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like Taurus is like trying to get your wits about you. You could have gone cold, silent, detached, but then trying to really step into a decisive place. Trying to, again, I told you, you know, you're trying to come out of this indecision, this, you know, trying to see things for what they truly are and were. And you're jumping from that Two of Swords to the Queen of Swords. You know, taking those emotions and putting them away. Again, you could also, this could be somebody that you're dealing with as well. But I do feel like the energy, like that person may have been one up on you in the sense of they were just a step ahead of where they were emotionally, or lacking, appearing to be like tucking their emotions away. Now I feel like you are trying to get there, trying to emotionally detach yourself so that you can make, it's like head over heart decisions right now, where maybe you were trying to chase it down for a little while. You could have seen, yeah, like you could have seen Ten of Wands, the Death card. Talked about the Death card a little bit ago. The Ten of Pentacles. You could have seen this as what could have been. You know, that may be the idea behind this, is what could have been if these things had worked out in a more appropriate manner. And I also, Spirit's bringing my attention to this. I understand this does not have to be romantic. I do feel like this is tied to relationships and partnerships, friends, that kind of thing. Could even, with the Pentacles, be business-related matters as well, you know, affecting your income and things of that nature. But what could have been is what I keep hearing from Spirit. What could have been. And it was like with those 5 lanterns there, it's reminding me of like getting halfway there. Halfway. So, this Two of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. This is Two of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I just talked about, you know, partnerships and stuff. And I'm going to say this, a third-party situation could have gotten involved in this Scorpio energy there, where it created a slowdown. Moving forward, I do feel like there is a want to, let me see, hold on a minute. What is it? The King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and King of Swords. It's almost like you're trying to match wits. There's the Lover's card. Karmic, Temperance, creating healing, working on creating your space of healing to move on. And as I say that, it's a Strength card, not the Four of Swords. But anyhow, as I'm rattling, sorry. This King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy is like trying to bring something back into balance, trying to work with this person, that collaborating Three of Pentacles, right? Whether it's business, partnerships, relationships, it's like, but I also have said to you guys before, there are yellow flags before there are red flags. We have to pay attention. And it's like, it's almost kind of like this standoff energy of like, I feel like this person is, they have themselves kind of blocked off, you know, and you may be coming in this, like, it's almost like charismatic, charming, but intellectually intelligent about how you're trying to handle the mountains. Like, you're trying to overcome those mountains, right? Those mountains are representations of our challenges to get to where it is we want to go. This is to bring something together, or to try to bring something together. But that, you know, the Lover's card is also about soulmates, karmic partnerships, things of that nature as well. So let me see, I'm going to go a little bit further here for you, Taurus, which always seems to be a thing. Queen of Swords and King of Swords. What is this about? There may be a third party that is tied in between this situation. This could be, again, a motherly energy somehow. Because for some reason, the Queen of Pentacles is coming across as older to me. The Queen of Swords is coming across younger to me. So, the Magician. King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. The Hangman. This is really a need to see things through another's eyes, to understand the situation from where the other person was coming from in a particular situation. You have you guys who I feel like, Taurus, and for some of you, are really working towards something or thought you were. On the flip side to that, you've got somebody who is doing some massive growth, massive work on who it is that they are becoming. So it's kind of like right person, wrong time would be how I would put that. But again, there's a lesson here that Hangman is that different perspective. This situation was meant to lighten and loosen the load, to help to create some healing. There you are. Taurus, this situation specifically for you was meant to push you towards a space of healing, to reconcile yourself to any past hurts. And I think the no communication has helped to push you in that direction, to push you into that space of surrender. In October, this could be coming to the surface very heavily for you to work on that healing. That star is not just our wish fulfillment. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, by the way, or another Taurus. But it's also to heal, you know, and I said about being on her knees again, indicative of the same, to be on our knees, to pray, to look up to the stars, to look up to the sky, to look up to the heavens of how do I get through this? I feel like somebody, it's like you're both in a space of where it is you need to be, but the things that you're working on are separate. So like maybe you've evolved in your financial position, we'll put it there, and this person hasn't. Or this person has done the healing work and they're elsewhere, and you still have this healing work to do with abandonment. Maybe they've done their work on abandonment and you have touched the surface but haven't quite leveled up. It's like you guys have worked on various parts of yourself but in different ways. So it's hard to connect to that other person in the sense that you completely and fully understand where the other is coming from. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you guys. But this is probably one of the most intense messages I've ever gotten for you all. And it always comes back to stuff like that though with you guys for when I do your readings. It's very interesting kind of energy. So again, I hope that made sense. Let's get you guys an advice card from the Lightworkers Oracle deck. I love this deck. I'm going to give you my interpretation and then read you the book definition. Reassurance of the golden light and wisdom of the divine feminine. I'm telling you, like, that divine feminine energy is all over this. So, alright. Whoa. You can't fucking make it up. Hold on a second. What comes out on the table? Karmic clearing. You cannot make it up. You guys watch me shuffle, like, there it is. I don't even know what to say. Some days, even after all the years of doing this, I'm still flabbergasted. Fourth ray of harmony. I'm going to read both of these to you because they came out the way they did. Never mind. Spirit said let it fall to the wayside. Okay, never mind. Ascension, the rainbow bridge. Karmic clearing. I'm just going to read that one then per spirit for whatever reason. They said let it fall to the wayside. But the one thing they brought my attention to is there's 5 faces of this man. And that 5 is a representation of transformational change. Something never being the same again. I don't think, Taurus, that when this is said and done, you're going to be the same again. Again, the past 2 years, the past 2 months, this was meant to bust you wide open. So, you know, either you're going to ascend with it. His hair, oh my God. You're either going to ascend with it and start a new cycle here. And P.S., karmic clearing, what is it? It's a 5. 5s could be very important to you right now. This is you, again, climbing those mountains, climbing those hills, getting to this place of enlightenment and understanding as to why you've gone through the things that you've gone through, whether they were self-induced, maybe they're repetitive patterns, But this person was meant to come in to create change into your world. Plain and simple. Without the lessons of this person, you would not have a deeper understanding. Spirit is also saying the key to this is the forgiveness. Whether it's the forgiveness of yourself or the forgiveness of this person. And you don't, if you want to make contact to create that space of forgiveness, but remember that forgiveness isn't about them, it's about you. Okay? But it's like you're walking into the space of a lighter tunnel, opening yourself up. So this karmic clearing, you are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness, that higher consciousness card, to which are attached to particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow the consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It is time for an old wound to be released once and for all. Karma is not punishment. Karma is essentially our soul's lesson plan for this lifetime, carried over from past lifetimes. It is the way we grow and develop as a soul, sometimes through challenges and sometimes through blessings. Our positive karma is seen in the skills and talents we have mastered over many lifetimes. Also, when opportunities flow easily and healing happens swiftly, there is a sense of positive karma, an easy grace that effortlessly takes place in your life. This is what happens when we are clear enough of our own past pain to have little resistance between us and the natural flow of life. More challenging karma is revealed in the lessons we are still learning. These usually appear in the guise of painful circumstances or reactions that repeat themselves in our lives. The stronger the soul, the more challenging the lesson it is willing to master this lifetime. As with any education, the higher level of training, the more demanding the work. When you are working through big challenges, it is often a sign that you are on an advanced spiritual path. Must you always have a struggle in your life to advance as an advanced soul? Of course not. As you master your lessons, you will find you develop an ability to live with your life more peacefully. However, it would be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you are not progressing spiritually. Sometimes the more painful a struggle has been, the more difficult it can be to release that pain and associated memories or scars. The spiritual worlds know that you are in need of divine intervention to help clear a pattern that once painfully lodged in your body, mind, and soul. Enough of the struggle. Divine love now offers healing and freedom. We clear karma by learning to trust and relax, by choosing not to punish ourselves with shame, guilt, fear, or unworthiness, by continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace. We take responsibility for our own healing, doing all that we can, and trusting that the universe will lovingly and effectively handle everything else so that we can progress and succeed. If you have been struggling with a long-term issue, this oracle card comes as a particular sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. Repeat the invocation below for at least 6 days and nights. Invite this healing blessing of karmic clearing through love and into your life now. So I'll read this to you guys. I call upon the karmic board of ascended beings, angels, guides, and holy ones, who love me unconditionally, and ask for your divine blessing, healing, and assistance now. I open myself up to divine grace, divine love, and karmic absolution. I choose to surrender my attachment to the suffering I have experienced. I have learned and been willing to go through this experience, and yet I am now willing to learn and go through a higher vibrational experience of love. Through divine authority and my own free will, this karmic clearing manifests, now according to the highest law of love. May this blessing reach into the hearts of all beings, according to divine compassion, mercy, and grace. So be it. Karmic connections, Taurus karmic connections. I think that pretty much sums it up, right? So, Taurus, if you found this video resonated, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal readings are open. If you're interested in getting one, just reach out to me through the description box below, the About section of the page, or holisticallyzenwv.com too. Full list of products and services. Taurus, let this clear. Let this cycle close out. Do what you need to do. There's that compassion and protect card. We talked about the compassion in there, in that book too. So learn your lessons, don't repeat them, right? All right, guys, I'm sending you so much love and light. I will see you all again soon. Take care.